Melaleuca for about 11 and a half years. It has been an amazing journey. Even during those 11 years, I mentally took off about 4 years, just some personal things that were going on, and it has been a phenomenal business. I mean, I can't even begin to say what this business has done. It's changed my life in so many ways. I've earned close to $3 million now with the business. It's amazing. My first 20 months made $469,000, broke the company record that year, hit senior director in 67 days, exec in 7 months, and then helped a lot of other people do that as well. And that's really what tonight's call is to talk about building momentum, closing out the end of the month, and maybe just as importantly as closing out the end of the month, really making sure that we set up the following month with strength, with purpose, with momentum as we move into the month of June. So really, I just want to share with everybody that if you throw in with Melaleuca, you can build not only a business to last a lifetime, but it can outlive you. And I think that is what we're all here for. I mean, for anybody that has had home-based business experience prior, you have found a home. And if you haven't yet seen that, and you have not yet seen evidence of that, continue to plug into Melaleuca, into their events, into the calls, and you will see more evidence regarding that you can build a business to well outlive you and your family. And I think that that's something that's extremely powerful because there is no other business. There is no other opportunity. There is no other home-based business that even comes close to what the potential it gives all of us. I say potential because if we're given a shovel and we're told that the gold is in that gold mine, but then we never walk to that gold mine and we never start to dig that gold out, and we never fill up the wheelbarrow and roll it out, then we could be given the best thing, but if we don't take action, then none of that matters. And I will tell you this, that we're in that very, very, very perfect timing as a Melaleuca marketing executive. When we talk about being in the right place at the right time, I don't know of a better business model for that to be said. Being in the right place at the right time with a 31-year-old company that is just getting started, that is growing faster than any startup company wishes they were growing at. In our 31st year, took us 19 years to get to $500 million. 8 years later, another $500 million in net growth. 4 years later, another $500 million in net growth. And we did over $430 million this year. What originally took us almost 19 years to do, we have successfully done in the last 12 months. If that doesn't speak volume, I don't know what does. I can literally look every single person in the eye right now that's on this call and say that if you throw in with Melaleuca now, and not only now, but well into the future, that you can make your most wildest dreams come true with this incredible opportunity. And it's something that's not going to be here for the next 2 or 3 or 4 years. It's going to be something that you're going to be able to be excited about 10 years from now and 20 years from now. And you're going to be able to look at that person in their eye and you're going to say, you know what, this is the best time to be in Melaleuca. Even 15 and 20 years from now or 30 years, because a real business gets better over time. A real business that really is based on real customers buying real products really does get better over time. See, the multi-level marketing industry, it's good at the beginning because that's the only time that there is momentum. See, when you've got a real business, the momentum doesn't start until it's seasoned, until it's 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years. And that's really what we're doing. We're building a business that will be able to outlive all of us, and that's something to me that's exciting. That's why I first joined this type of home-based business, the promises that this type of business offered, but without the evidence. And that's what I hope everyone to see as you take your Melaleuca journey and you keep on compounding that throughout the years, that you have more evidence that really, really, really just proves to you that you made the right decision. So that's really what I wanted to share with my story. So now let's get into some really big nuggets right now. So we know from the 16th to the 31st. So what I would be doing right now, tomorrow is the last day of the month. We have until 2 p.m. East Coast time on Thursday to backdate enrollment and have orders placed. So write that down. I'm on East Coast time, so I only can, figure that in my time zone. So 2 p.m. Thursday, East Coast time, figure that in your time zone. You'll be able to still enroll people for May, which I think is huge. And let's talk about what we've got. So we obviously know the promotion is you get 2 enrollments from the 16th to the 31st. You get the Sabella Beauty Essentials Training Kit. That's worth $350. If you have 4 enrollments from the 16th to the 31st, not only do you get the Sabella Beauty Essentials Training Kit, but you also get the $180 Melaleuca bag, the beautiful bag that all of the executive directors at Standing ELC received as a result of being an executive director. And we get some really nice gifts every 6 months, and that's one of the perks of being an executive director. With that, besides being able to be flown out to different exotic locations, 5-star resorts, it's just an awesome thing. But the promotion this month, all of you get the opportunity to cash in on what we received as executive directors, this beautiful rolly bag. I don't know how to describe it. It's something, if you're going away, it would be something that you'd bring on a trip. So you literally, if you have 4 enrollments, you're going to earn about $550 in promotional materials. If you have 2 enrollments, you're going to earn about $350 because you're going to get the Sabella. So what does this all mean? It's as well as having dollar memberships until the end of the month. This is what I would be doing. For everybody that is a Director 3 and above, I would absolutely make sure that you have the MORE report. Now, I'm not saying if you're a Director or Director 2 that you shouldn't have the MORE report, but that is what gives you a 4-hour pulse update on your business every 4 hours so that you know what's going on. Now, how you build with momentum, how I built with momentum, how I had, at my height in my business, I had 750, 780 enrollments coming in a month for a few-month period of time. It was really taking the promotion and looking at who could I still work on before the end of the month to hit the promotion. And part 2 of that was who I could help enroll customers to reach their next advancement, their next status advancement. So write that down. The 2 things is who can I help get to the promotion, earn the promotion in my organization, and who can I help reach the next status advancement in that current month, and then again, setting up the following month. So what I mean by that is, if you're the MORE report, if you've got an organization and you've got, 100 people or 50 people or 200-300 people, you want to look on that MORE report. If you have a small organization and you don't have it yet, you don't even know what the MORE report is, just take some good notes. But here's what I would be doing. I'd be looking at all the people that had enrolled 1. Because all the people that enrolled 1, you can call them up and say that you've earmarked them to make sure that they qualify for the promotion. Anybody that enrolled 1 from after the 16th, specifically after the 16th, okay, that you can call them up and say, I want to earmark you and help you enroll 1 more customer so that you can qualify for the promotion by enrolling 2 customers so that you at least earn the Sabella Beauty Essentials Training Kit. Or why don't we strive to enrolling 3? If you already got 1, let's get 3 more. That way you earn $550 and you get both promotions, the Beauty Essentials Kit and the Melaleuca bag. So I would start calling all the people that have enrolled 1 after the 16th. Now you can also, call folks that have enrolled during the month that have 2, 3, 4 enrollments and say, I've earmarked you to help you get to Director. You've got 5 left to go. You've got 4 left to go. You've got 3 left to go. You know how many enrollments that everybody has in your organization by looking on that MORE report under personally enrolled. And I would be highly looking at that, and I'd be saying to myself, well, who can I help advance this month? So I would focus on who needs 3 or 4 more enrollments to reach the Director status. Who needs 3 or 4 or 5 more enrollments to get to the Director student Director 2 status because they need 10 personals. Or maybe it's Director 3 with 11 personals because they already have a director. Or maybe they're 3 short of Director 3 and they've got someone that's halfway to Director, so now you can focus on getting 1 or 2 more enrollments from them for them personals that they need to advance in status, let's say Director 3 or Director 4, and you've got some momentum that you can create closing out the directors that they need to advance in status to hit Director 3, 4, and so forth. So know who you're calling, know who you earmark, and make sure that the message that you're calling them with applies to them, and let them know what's in it for them. Not what's in it for you, what's in it for them. What's in it for them if we're talking about the promotion, or if we're talking about the promotion plus an advancement, we're talking about hundreds, if not over thousands of dollars with advancement bonuses and promotional bonuses. You could have someone that needs 4 more customers to get to Director 2, and they're going to get, let's say, their Director and Director 2 bonus, so they're going to get their 200, their 400, that's 600, plus 550 in promotional materials. I mean, we can talk to somebody, in some cases, getting an extra $1,000 for enrolling 4 customers, depending on where they are. If they're already Director, if they're already a Director, at least Director 2 with the $400 bonus. So know who you're calling. Know what they need to get the promotion, know what they need for their next status advancement, and let them know that you are part of their support team and that you have earmarked them to help them reach their goals. That's one of the biggest things that you can do to build massive momentum the last 2 to 3 days of every single month is the promotion, calling people and earmarking them, helping them get that promotion as well as their next status advancement. And understand that their next status advancement might parlay into others reaching Director status as well, which means that there are even more enrollments that can come from that call because it might incorporate 1, 2, or 3 people if it incorporates other people reaching Director status for their advancement if they're going for Director 3, 4, or so on. Really, really important. I mean, I wonder how many of us really are reaching out and digging out down deep and calling all the people that have enrolled customers this month and telling them that you've earmarked them. You've earmarked them to help them reach their goals and earmarked them to help them reach the promotion. You've earmarked them to help them reach their next status advancement, and that you're on their team and that you want to help them win. It's one of the most important things that we can do as leaders. Right? People want to know that you care about them. People want to know that you care about them reaching success in this business. Okay? Obviously, we're in a business. By the more people that we help reach success, the more success we have. But we want to understand that first and foremost that we're helping people reach their goals, and in return, after helping them reach their goals, we then in return reach ours. This is a business of helping others, having the no matter what attitude. Some of the other things that you can do, besides earmarking folks for the promotion and for their next status advancement, is making sure that you fix the NOs. Anybody that's on stop ship or that's an N, that has a credit card issue, okay, you can call them up and make sure that their account can get fixed so that they are counted as a preferred customer for you. Also, backup orders, the killer bees. If you want to make sure that you're helping people shop for the first 4 months, you want to make sure that you're using the enrollment center and the follow-up center within the enrollment section in your back office. You want to make sure that you're using the 4-month follow-up process. You want to make sure that you're helping your customers shop. I mean, we're all brushing our teeth and taking a bath and putting on deodorant, but it is a different way of shopping for some. We want to help people shop. We want to create that habit. It takes 4 to 5 months to build a habit in anything that you do, and you want to be the best coach that you can possibly be, and that's what you want to be doing with your personal customers. And you want to make sure you duplicate that with your personals and your personals' customers, and so on and so forth. You want to make sure that you're following up on backup orders months 1, 2, 3, and 4. If someone's getting the backup order months 1, 2, 3, 4, you know they're not going to be a long-term customer. Not only that, they're forfeiting their loyalty shopping dollars. Who's going to want to forfeit their loyalty shopping dollars? Nobody. Who wants to give $100 in free products up? Nobody. Are you calling up your customers, helping them to understand the loyalty shopping dollars, understanding how to use the loyalty shopping dollars? Some people aren't getting on the internet. They're not reading their information. It takes that personal call from you that makes a difference. So I would put down stop ships. You want to make sure you call them. They're the NOs on your business reports, on your more report. The backup orders. Okay, you'll see that on your business report. Anybody that is a B, you want to make sure that you're calling the Bs. I've got someone that does that every single month in my organization. All the NOs, all the backup orders, and all the personal customers that I referred in everyone in my organization, I'm teaching them to start to follow the process of following up and helping them place their customers' first month orders, helping them suggest which products to use for their loyalty shopping dollars so that we build a consistency of shopping month in and month out. Something that we all can do as great leaders. We also want to make sure that we're setting up the next month. We want to make sure that we're setting that up strong. We want to make sure that we have a list of all of the enrollers and all the category 2s and 3s that were from the previous month. And I'd say actually the previous 90 days. So that when the promotion comes out, the first of the month call happens, and you as a great leader that you are, you're calling all the category 2s and 3s and all the enrollers over the last 90 days, and you're letting them know you earmark them to help them reach the promotion for the month, but more importantly than the promotion, and it is much more importantly than any promotion, is reaching their next advancement. Remember, the promotion is nothing more than to get folks to do the right activity. The promotion is not about winning the bag. The promotion is not about winning the Sabella products. The promotion is not about winning the cap. The promotion is not about winning X, Y, or Z. The promotion, what it does, especially for new folks, is that it points them in the right direction with the critical income-producing activities that will grow their business because there's a short-term gain for a much long-term success gain. See, people can think of enrolling 2. They can think of enrolling 1 or 3 or 4. And they're thinking of the cap, or they're thinking of the bag, or they're thinking of the whatever the promotion is for the month, but understand why Melaleuca runs the promotions. Is so that it gets us to do the activities that's going to move our business forward, that's going to advance our business, which is enrolling customers and developing leadership. Notice that the promotions always revolve around one or both of those activities because that is the nature of our business. Because enrolling customers adds customers to our business and developing new leaders adds customers to our business. And this is a business of increasing our net consumer base month in and month out. So all the promotion does is it gets us to do the right activities to build ourselves a lifelong residual income. That's what the promotion's about. So I would make a list of all your category 2s and 3s. I'd make a list of all the enrollers, and I would do that for the last 90 days, and I'd make sure that you're emailing, I'd make sure that you're texting, and probably more importantly than both of them, that your organization is picking up the phone and calling them up and letting them know that you've earmarked them, you believe in them, and that we're here to win as a team, and let's go make this month happen. Because, see, the close of this month sets up, if you're smart, it sets up really the following of the next month brilliantly if you're keeping the data and you've got your numbers and you've got the information that's going to make the biggest difference in your business. So, really, you can create a lot of momentum. I remember the last couple of days of the month, and Scott's already seen this, but some of the biggest enrollments would happen not because this is a multi-level marketing company, you've got all these people placing last-minute orders, but you've got people that are striving for the promotion. They're striving to reach their next advancement with real customers buying real products. So that's why we can see a huge influx in business at the end of the month because everyone wants to make sure that they advance in every way possible. And we as leaders, to be the best leaders, we want to make sure that that is happening. We want to be the best coaches that we can be. It's about having the no matter what attitude. It's about making sure that you have intensity and you have purpose behind the close of your month and having the intensity and the purpose at the beginning of your month so that your month doesn't start on the 10th. See, every day is worth 3%. See, once you have that mindset, then it all is gravy. If you let the first 3 days of June go by, almost 10% of the month is gone. What happens is so many people, they work towards the end of the month. If you built consistency in your organization that every day is worth 3%, every 3 days that go by, 10% of the month is gone. If we have that mindset, then all of a sudden we have consistency throughout our business, consistency throughout the months, consistency throughout the years. See, if we have that mindset, then it makes a huge difference, not only our business now, but with our business well into the future. It's really important to make sure that if you have people that are saying, you know, my business, I wish it could move a little bit quicker. I wish there was a little bit more consistency. I wish I could get people doing more. First, look at yourself in the mirror. First, ask yourself, what am I doing? How am I leading? Am I telling people what to do, or am I doing the do? See, people don't listen to what you say. They listen to what you do. They don't care about what you did once before. They care about what you're doing now. They care about the now. They don't care about the teach. They don't care about the philosophy. They care about what you're actually doing. That's what they care about. Now, they might not tell you that, but what they do will be based on that. What they do will absolutely 100% be based on that. Do not be the leader that tells or teaches theory. Be the leader that goes out and does it. Don't be the person that says, I wish people did more. Wish you did more. Wish that you found the right person that will do it. To have the attitude, well, if only people did more, then I would be here. No, if you only went out and found the people that would do more, then you would be there. See, it's all about your thought process. It's all about you. It's all about your mindset. It's all about you. When we all accept acceptance in our business, that our business is where it is because of us, not because of someone else, then you've got a free business because you're not held hostage to anybody else's emotions. You're not held hostage to anybody else's do's or don'ts. You're not held hostage to what people say or don't say, because the only person that you have to answer to when you really, truly take responsibility of your business is you and only you, because you're the one that steers the ship. You're the one that can go find that right builder. You're the one that can go do that. If someone's not going my way, I'm already on to the next, going to find somebody else that's going to put me in the right state of mind, because I'm not somebody that likes to drag, push, pull, shove, motivate. You know, if you try to motivate an idiot, you know what you got? You've got a motivated idiot. So here's what I like to do. I like to inspire. I like to teach people through me doing it. Even when there's tough times, I'm still in the game. Even when most people be quitting, Jason's still in the game. Even when things are not always good, I'm still in the game. My business could be going back, I'm still in the game, because guess what? I always know that just like a night will happen, there'll be a daytime the next morning, and it's just a matter of me steering the ship, making sure that I set my sail to make sure that it is set for success. Because there's going to be seasons, as Jim Rohn always talks about. There's going to be seasons. There's winter, there's fall, there's summer, there's spring, and we just got to go through the process. And we have to make sure that emotions don't get in the way of those changing seasons, because they will change. Are we willing to go through that process? Do not be held hostage to anybody doing this business or not. Always have a surplus of directors. Always have a surplus of people that you're working with. That way it keeps your mind straight. It keeps your attitude straight. It keeps your thought process, your energy in a really good spot. What happens is, what I see some folks is they get caught up in people that are saying that they're going to do it, but that are not doing it. Don't base your working with somebody based on what they tell you they're going to do. Base working on them what they're showing you they're doing. Who am I working with? Those that are keeping me busy with presentations, those that are keeping me busy with strategy sessions and in-homes and webinars, the people that are putting me in front of the opportunity to grow my organization, which means their organization as well. If people are not booking me for appointments, if we're just chit-chatting, that's not work. Make sure you spend the activity on the critical income-producing activities. Don't be confused with activity, okay, versus just doing things. I mean, it's really important that we understand income-producing activities because we can get really consistent just managing our business. We get paid to build our contact list, set up appointments, do presentations. That's what we do, and to do proper strategy sessions. That's what we get paid to do. Those are the four really strong income-producing activities in your Melaleuca business. So let's make sure that we're focused on activity. Make sure that when you're working with somebody, you're working with the right folks that are focused on those four activities. If we're focused on anything else but that with anybody, we're really not building a Melaleuca business. We might be supporting it, but we're not building it. This is about finding future leaders. If you are a senior director right now on this call, here's what I'm going to tell you. Your directors that got you to senior director, they're not going to be the ones that are going to get you to exec. Let this be a freeing moment for you because you can go do it all over again and do it one more time. And if you're a senior director, or you're a director 4, or director 5, or director 6, and you've got maybe 5 directors, I promise you that those directors probably most likely won't be the ones that get you to senior. You're probably going to have to do that over again as well. Because this is a business that is an awesome business, but what you cannot control is other people's do's or don'ts, as I mentioned before. So it's really important that you're constantly feeding the fire. You're constantly filling your pipeline, and you're making sure that it never dries up, and you're making sure that you're never in the position, more importantly, where you're trying to drag, push, or pull people. Make sure that you close out the month strong. Based on some of the things that I went over and some of the things that Scott teaches you and other leaders in Melaleuca teach you, make sure that you're leading with the promotion. Make sure you're leading just as with the promotion, more importantly, is the next status advancement for everybody in your organization. Make sure that you're earmarking people to help them reach their goals. Make sure that you're collecting the data so that you've got the category 2s and 3s and enrollers for the following month set up so that you can start off when that first of the month happens, you can start promoting correctly right off the beginning so that you're not the third day of the month and 10% of the month is gone with 0 enrollments. See, that's the key, is the consistency part. We have a business here that can pay you and your family, like I said, for those that got on late, well after your lifetime. I don't know of many businesses that can say that, but I can absolutely say that with Melaleuca, that we have that type of business. We have the greatest products in the world. We've got the greatest business model out there. And we've got some of the best leadership that I've ever seen in my entire life right here within this company. And I really do believe that the best leadership has not even yet enrolled. So I want to also say this, that, you know, Scott has become a great friend. He's an awesome guy. You guys are all privileged to be on his team, under his leadership. He's just a great guy. He really is. And thank you, Scott, for your kind words regarding me. But I will tell you this, that you've definitely inspired more people than you could have imagined, not only in your organization, but indirectly outside of your organization since you've come in. And you've been a great inspiration to a lot of people. You know, when I joined Melaleuca, they said, you know, if he can do it, I can do it. And I'm sure people have said, if Scott can do it, I can do it. Because you know what? We're all the same, right? We're all human beings. Some of us might be a little bit more educated than others, but we all come to the same place with the same concept, which is we're looking to change our life. And this is an equal opportunist, Melaleuca. Anybody can be successful here. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter who you know, doesn't matter what your college education is or your business background. The only thing that ever matters is if you're willing to go out there, have a burning desire to change your life, learn some new skills, and remain teachable. That's the biggest thing that everybody on this phone call here can be, is remain teachable. I don't care how long you've been in Melaleuca. Remain teachable, because you're always going to hear something just a little different, maybe the same thing you've heard for a long time, but because it was said just a little different at a different point in your life, at a different point in your Melaleuca career, all of a sudden it becomes an aha moment for you, and that's what changes your business for a lifetime. So on that note, Scott, I'm going to turn it back over to you. If you have any questions for me or anything that I could address that you think that would be powerful to your team as we close out the month of May, then I would love to do that. And again, thank you so much. Honored to be on this call with you and your team this evening.
Absolutely, my friend. Thank you very, very much. I did invite a few folks of the leadership to hop on the Mod Pen, and I'd like to open it up. If you guys have any questions for Jason, please feel free. I personally do not. I just wanted to say thank you. It's really just about setting a goal and helping your team set a goal and then doing whatever it takes to help them accomplish that goal. And, we have just decided that we're going to have that whatever it takes attitude and mentality. And, we're just going to there's a whole bunch of people that need our help. And so the more successful we become, the more people we can help. And so you guys know what to do. If it wasn't clear enough, I don't think I can add anything to it for sure. I mean, help all the people on your team go, get the promo, help them become a director, help them enroll one more customer, and you do the same. So, Jason, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate your time. And right before we hang up, is there anything else that you would like to say in closing?
No, I just can't. I can't put into words, if you're brand new, if this is your first call or your first month, your first few months, I am genuinely excited for each and every single one of you. This opportunity has changed my life. I don't know where I would be without this. Sometimes I think of that, Scott. I don't know if you do, but I don't think my life would be so great. I'm sitting here in Copiague Harbor looking out at 218 feet on the bay, beautiful lifestyle, drive the cars of my dream and have money in the bank, and everything's possible. I think more importantly than all this is the amount of lives that we can enhance during our journey of getting to where we all want to go. It's what we can do indirectly for those that are even, maybe not even in our team. I think that's really where the power of Melaleuca comes in. And I'm genuinely excited for every single person that is starting to see that their goals are becoming a reality with Melaleuca.